it's a lazy Friday for you, give me a 4. That we are actually in the last session for the week, 7th of February. Lots of 3s. This is amazing, guys. This is amazing. I've seen 1 4. All right, I'm seeing a lot of 3s. Now with that, I can see a lot of you are absolutely smashing this session out of the park. With that, how many of you have not got into groups? If you have not got into groups, give me a 9. And if you're already in a group, give me a 0. Cool. So there are a few 9s here. A lot of you are commenting 0s. Okay. Now for the people who are still, not in a group, have not got in touch with a curator or a group leader, it's time for you to do that now. It's absolutely crucial. It's the first week. It is the last day of the training for this week. So by now, you should have already got in touch with a group leader or a curator to actually keep you on track. You can, by all means, start to go to the Facebook group. Now to the IT admins here, if you can put a link to the Marathon 260 Facebook group over here, that would be great. Or a Telegram group, which has already been created in Telegram. So get in touch there, put your post there. A lot of people like Rebecca, Evelyn, myself, Elena, Rita, she had a wonderful post about how she wanted people in a team. So with that, guys, I strongly urge you guys to do that, okay? Now, I would like to interview 2 people today, one from the Russian chat and one from the English chat, if time permits, on what actually happened yesterday, how's your feeling, and what kind of problem you've been facing, and things like that. So guys, you know the drill. It is now time for you to raise your hand. Let's start with the English chat. All right, I'm having a look. All right, so we have our first raise of hand, and Shelley Smith.
We have also, I'm sorry, Harin, we have also Spanish-speaking people who would like to talk as well.
Cool.
We neglect them all the time.
So let's do that today. So let's go to Spanish as well. All right. So let's start with English. So we have Anne Shelley Smith. I would like to unmute. Let's see. Can you hear us, Anne?
Yes, I can hear you.
Perfect, Anne. So please introduce yourself, where you're from, and your first name, last name, and your status in the company. If you can,
on 2 areas.
Cool. Anne, if you can just switch off your sound in your computer for now to avoid some feedback, that would be amazing.
Yes, is that better?
No, if you can switch it off completely, that'd be awesome.
Okay, hang on. I apologize for that, Aaron. I was listening to you on the mobile before I got connected to the computer.
Cool. I think it's much better now. If everybody else is much better, just give me a 1 if you think it's good, if 2, if no. All right, everyone agrees. Awesome. So Anne, can you please introduce yourself, where you're from, how long you've been in the company, with your first name and last name, and what status are you in our company?
I'm Anne Shelley Smith is my first name is Anne. Shelley Smith is my surname. I'm from Queensland, the Maroochydore, Queensland, Australia, which is on the Sunshine Coast. I've been in the business since last August, and I joined on the day I was taken to hospital. So I have been in for a little while, and I'm now seeking to get to consultant.
Awesome, 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 awesome. So with that, can you tell us how's your journey so far with the company?
Pardon me?
How's your journey so far with the company and also with Marathon 260?
I get a lot of work to do everything and keeping up with all my homework. And I couldn't find a collage, so I went out and I got on my computer and started running off some pictures and got some coloured paper today. So I've got to stick all that up. But I've heard of it many years ago, how marvellous a collage is. So that's great. I'm doing my meditations. I've got a lovely meditation stool, so I do that. So yeah, I'm very active. I'm a very spiritual lady. I've been following a spiritual path probably for the last 50 years. I'm 71 years of age, 71 young. I tell myself I'm only 19, and I feel great. I'm looking forward to coming to Russia and doing some mini trips I've put on my collage.
Cool. Where I want Russia will always open their hands and welcome you there. Now, can you tell us how was the session yesterday, and did you face any problems while you're doing the rendezvous?
Oh, I haven't got up with my the lady who is heading our group. I need some practice on the answering the tricky questions, you know, when they're not interested. So I haven't done that reversal with anybody yet. So it's been a bit of a one-man show here. I haven't got anybody otherwise to do it with. So I do need that practice. But I'm not doing too bad. I joined up 34 people in December. So already I've done most of the work myself. I'm finding people have been a bit lazy up until now, but I've got 150 people in my team.
Cool, amazing. So now, Anne, can you please tell us, so obviously you're still working on your trainings and your collage and things like that. So how far are you from completing your essay, collage, and actually start practicing your rendezvous? If you can just tell us that, so everybody else can have an, you know, they are in the same situation.
Oh, thank you. I think I'm 80% on each of the things. I've attempted to do each one, so I just don't want to slip back, you know, and then find I'm missing getting things completed. So that's why I went out and got some coloured sheets now to put my pictures on, and I've just got to cut them out and do the best I can with that. I've just got to not procrastinate, you know, but I because I'm a one-man band, I've got a lot I must do as well besides this, and but I'm not putting it off because I know it's a #1 priority.
Cool, cool, cool. With that, Anne, can you please tell us, have you got into a group yet?
Yes, I have. I'm with Stuart McKean,
cool.
Stuart Whitney, his wife Tracy McKean. I'm in her group.
Cool, amazing. So with that, I would strongly urge you to get in touch with Tracy and Stuart's team. Stuart's a wonderful curator that we have. Now, before you go, can you please give us 1 or 2 recommendations for other participants, because they would be exactly where you are right now. So just tell them how to keep going forward.
I think, push through all our barriers, basically. Procrastination can be a big one. I think do it and do it now. This is the thing I emphasize, that we've got to do it in the now moment. And when we do that, we can achieve a lot more. It's a most important thing. When I had a lady live with me, she taught me many, many lessons. And I see these qualities in both of these gentlemen, particularly Andre, given that he's successfully brought all this together. He's an outstanding man, and I think if it weren't for him, you know, a lot of us would be left behind, because we do want to find our true selves and our purpose in life. And the finances obviously go aside with this, but my motive is to be able to help other people. So that's why I want to do the best I can in my capabilities to get this homework done, and you know, don't beat myself up if it's not done as well as everybody else that I see putting this stuff on the Facebook page.
Amazing, and wonderful, wonderful wisdom here. And I totally agree that Andre Horato, our leaders, Andrew Hawks, Armand, Annette, Dragus, you know, everyone has been shedding amazing, amazing wisdom to everyone. So thank you, Anne. Continue working with what you're doing. It's a pleasure to have you here today. Now, I would like to move on with the Russian today. It's now your time to raise your hand, and our wonderful admin will unlock you to speak. So let's see. So first of all, you can introduce yourself, tell us where you're from and your name and what's your rank in the company. So Dennis, is everything all right there?
Can you see me? Yeah, we are waiting for the feedback.
Awesome. Just as the
Okay,
question has been mentioned.
Can I start speaking? It's our student already speaking.
Awesome, cool.
Can you both hear me and see me? That's the student asking. Okay, guys, look, my realizations. First of all, I'm Laris. I'm from Latvia. I've been with the company for I guess 2.5 years, tentatively, but I've been actively working in the company for 2 years. So my rank at the moment is the manager, and frankly speaking, I thought that I didn't have any difficulties with qualifying and reversed questions, but I realized that the most important thing is when a person asks you a lot of questions, and we need to find like a moment when you need to say, okay, thank you for giving me your time. I see that you're not interested, because sometimes we think that we know so much that if we do the reversed questions, they will eventually agree. But yesterday, Nastya from my group kept asking me questions, and I realized that sometimes you need to fall back, and when you fall back, that person realizes that maybe they will not even call you back later because you pressed him all the time.
Cool. That's amazing wisdom, Dolores. I think everyone else faces the same thing. Now, with that, Loris, I know you've been practicing, and I'm sure you're one of the team leaders as well. Is there anything that your team members have come up with? Any one specific question that really thought you thought was wow, I can share this with everyone?
Yes, there were situations and where, for example, how can you invite a person who is already successful? And people think that we have nothing to offer those people. But we need to talk about the mission. Even if a person has enough money, everything is okay in their lives and in their families, everything is okay. But a person needs to understand that you cannot take your money beyond the grave. You will have to live it here in this world. And if you explain them that we're helping other people, even rich people will gladly share that mission and will help our company. I think that was the most difficult thing that we should make other people understand.
Amazing there, Loris. I can see you are fully into Marathon 260 along with all the people in this journey with you. If you can just briefly share what are the results your team is now going through, including yourself, Like for example, there's essays, there's the rendezvous trainings, there's also the collage. How far are your team? How are they doing at the end of the week today?
Yesterday, I guess we practiced all day long. Of course, we switched pairs, and then I called people who were not in my team, and I practiced again. Because one thing is when you already know a person, it's his or she's an acquaintance of yours, and it's easier. They can make you concessions. While people you don't know, they can ask you questions you never expected, and they will not meet you halfway. They will ask you questions that you need to find answers to. And thankfully, I didn't have such a situation. I thought of ideas and topics that eventually gave um, the answers that people expected. Well, also, I would like to stress that it is very important to call people you don't know as well. As for my homework, I'd already done 95% of it. All I need to do is to glue pieces of my collage together. And my advice to you guys is, those of you who yet not learned how to dream, let me give you my example. For example, remember we write a letter, an essay to yourselves, but try writing the same essay, the same letter, 20 years ahead. For example, you say, my congratulations to you, and that you finally got it together, and you started applying your knowledge into practice, and finally you received your driving license. You bought yourself a car. I'm now driving a different car from what I used to drive 20 years ago. So you're like talking to yourselves, and it will help you speed up on your dreaming process.
Awesome, Loris. That is actually very true, and your advice is amazing. I really appreciate you being on this call today, Loris. Thank you so much, Loris. Now, with that, we got some time to have a Spanish participant. So, Dennis, as soon as the Spanish participant is talking, we can start. And the first question to them is introduce themselves, where they're from, and their rank in the company.
Thing is that no one is talking in the Spanish chat. Maybe they did not turn the microphones on.
All right, we'll give it 30 seconds. If there is
Okay,
no
yeah.
one, then
Harin
okay, we have
started
someone.
speaking. Yes.
Awesome.
Hello, I'm from Mexico. I'm sorry, I missed the name because we were speaking at the same time. So I'm now doing my collage, and it comes quite easy to me because I'm quite an ambitious person, and I strongly hope that in this company is the place that I've been looking for. And by the way, this is a lady speaking, and I'm very grateful to our company because I enjoy everything that I see here, and we are all connected in this world, the Latin America, Europe, Australia, and everything that we're doing, and the whole beauty of this world. And we're talking all the time, and all our ambitious plans will come true. And I would like to express my gratitude to you, because all the knowledge that we are getting here, for some people might not find it new, but for many of us, I'm sure it is useful. And yesterday's session was just a very, very good one, and we discussed it within our group. And for 3 or 4 months, I've been with this company already, and I'm a consultant. And I still have a little way to go to become a manager. And I am sure when I finish writing this letter and when I read it again, I will be very pleased to know that I have achieved what I wrote and that I will achieve everything that I dreamed.
Awesome. Everyone is on fire today. Every continent, every region that we are working with, everyone is doing something. I'm very excited. Now, to our Spanish friend, please give us 2 recommendations for everybody else who's doing the same thing as you are.
Рекомендации, которые... I'm sorry, guys. The recommendations that I would like to give to my fellow participants that never give up. Act, take action, enjoy what you're doing, move always forward. We need to have more and more people within our ranks from 1,000. We need to become 1,000,000 and then more and more and more. And put into practice all your skills, all your knowledge, and never stop, never give up. Because everything is going to get better and better. And our growth will not benefit ourselves on individual level, but will benefit all together, all taken together. And do not skip your home assignments. Sometimes it might seem easy, but at a second glance, you might see that it is more complicated than you thought. And if you press and if you persist, you will achieve what your heart desires. And I think if we do all of it, 100%, I'm 100% sure that we will achieve what we strive for and become multimillionaires. Thank you very much.
Amazing, guys. I'm very happy with the progress everyone is facing. And for the people who are still struggling out there, guys, it's time for you to ask for help. Don't be shy, and trust me, it comes within. Only you can ask for help if you need it. Okay, no one else will come and give you the hand unless you initially ask for it. There might be family members who know what you need. However, if you need something, you ask. So with that, guys, now we have come to the session for physical leveling. Rita Hashin has taught us how to do some boxing 2 days ago. Andrew Hawks have been doing some push-ups, and our other trainers have been doing some squats. Now with that, you're gonna give to the boys or everybody else who ladies, come on, let's drop down, give us a 10 push-up or anything you like. Now for a lot of people, they think physical leveling has to be something adrenaline push, but trust me, if you think you want to do something relaxing today, like trust me, just stand up and run in one place for the next 20 seconds. All right, we're going to take 30 seconds to do that. I'm going to do the same thing. So go. Guys, I've done my part. How many of you have done your part? Cool. Awesome. Guys, this is absolutely amazing. Now with that, time to drink the 1 glass of water. Now Andrew Hawks have warned us that, okay, it's been a while. All right, I've done my water as well. Excuse me. Cool. Now, how many of you felt amazing doing that physical leveling? If you feel absolutely awesome, Heron, I've done my part for the day, give me a 4. And if you think I'm still working on it, I'm still very old, like I can't do this, then we will definitely find a way how to make this more interesting for you guys. Give us a 5. Perfect. Lots of force, guys. I'm really liking this adrenaline rush that everybody has and this mindset that everybody is in, which is amazing, guys. This is absolutely awesome. With that, now I know Andrew Hawks and every other leader that has been doing this call, our mentors, our admins, our wonderful coaches, have told you to pick up the phone or go to someone and send a gratitude message, um, or or a greeting. So with that, let's mix it up a little today. If there is someone in the room with you, it could be a group member, it could be someone like your wife, your son, your brother, your daughter, your mom, your dad, whoever it is. All right. What I want you to do is firstly see them and give them a hug, at least for 30 seconds, and tell them thank you. Ask for some forgiveness, and and thank them for everything they have been doing in a gratitude message. All right. And now here's the best part, and here's the catch: you have to hug them for at least 30 seconds. That's only when it counts. Okay. So the moment you have done it, um, give us a one in the chat if you have done it. And if there's absolutely no one right beside you to do that, then what I want you to do is pick up the phone as usual, find a friend, and send them a greeting saying that I'm thinking of you and thank you for everything you do. And if possible, ask for forgiveness. All right. And the asking for forgiveness part is the toughest one, because, however, so let's do that. 30 seconds, find someone, hug, tell them how you feel, ask for forgiveness, and tell them thank you. And I'll be back. Cool, guys. I think everyone has done their part, and that's approximately 30 seconds. Um, I can see Mila Sajukova just sent me a smiley. Yeah, thanks, Mila. So with that, guys, now it is an absolute pleasure of mine to invite this wonderful person and the theory that is going to teach us today. It is going to be something with duplication, and to me, Petru has been kind of one of the top guys, one of the best person to speak about this topic, duplication. Now, Petru is a very hard worker. He's a representative of the Presidential Council. I'm pretty sure he's here and he's ready to go. He is a president within our company's partner program. He is the head in Italy, along with his wonderful team, where he works with Giovanni, Dragos, Baroni, and everyone. He's a certified master profi coach, and I'm pretty sure he's pretty good at Genius of Finance. So it's an absolute pleasure of mine to invite Petru. Petru, welcome, my friend.
Good morning, dear friends. Can you see and hear me well? Well, you see, my neighbors started doing repairs, and you might hear some drilling and hammering. Hopefully it won't be in our way, but well, we must do what we have with what we have. So guys, I'm going to tell you how important it is to have a clear system of duplication in your business. So when I started my business, I started massively registering people, and I traveled around regions, made lots of presentations, but I realized that my structure, is growing, growing, and then it narrowed like a funnel, because I said to people, look, rely on me, I will do all the work. But when I left that region, then my structure could not do what I was doing, because they might have got used to invite people to listen to me, but never actually learned do what I do. So some people are saying that they cannot see me. Guys, in order to see Petro, you need to join the Russian room, okay? So I realized how important it is to introduce in your business the system of duplication. So I realized that the system of duplication should be an easy one that you can repeat, that you can do. It should be easy in order for people that who you train could repeat it. So if you're doing something that other people cannot repeat, then your structure will grow, but then there will be only one person somewhere on the lowest level. So could we please put up the slides, because Harin already introduced me, so I shouldn't waste time on introductions here. And I would like to start with the topic right away. Guys, in the English chat, you cannot actually hear the drilling because you hear only my translation, but that's a lot of drilling going on. So guys, I'm going to show you the system that we have in our company, and I'll show you how to make your structures grow very big time. So far, we learned how to invite people to meetings, how to handle objections, and now we're going to take a look at the duplication system. Okay, let's start. So imagine we already have our contact list. We started inviting people to meetings, to rendezvous. Now we have arranged the first appointment, the first meeting. What I suggest you never do with your first meeting is never hold it alone. Always invite your sponsor. You just need to sell your sponsor at your first meeting. So you need to have him or her there. Even if, so when you're a sponsor, you will be invited. You will be presenting this business and you will teach other people. This is very important because you are showing people how you are doing presentation and how to do the presentation in the correct way. So one of the mistakes that lots of people are doing at their meeting, or better, when they invite people to meetings, they try to sell something right away. So put down the following statement. At your first meeting, you need to learn the person first and do the sales only during your second meeting. So basically, you need to finish your meeting in such a way that the person should be thinking about what just happened for 3 days thereafter, and then they will call you and ask you for more details. That's how you should handle a person. So when you conducted a meeting, and then the second step is to invite that person to the business. So you can make either a presentation, or you show that person how that person can make money in this company. But here I should point out that very often people enjoy selling money. We know this is the easiest product to sell, like invest this much and you'll get that much. What I present our business, I present the history of multi-level crowd investing and multi-level business. It doesn't matter who I'm talking to at the moment, whether that person is a businessman or just a student. I always show them this history of multi-level business and how serious that business is, because I'm showing them the philosophy on business and how using that system they can make their dreams come true. And it doesn't matter who is sitting in front of you. They can be a businessman, but if you show them that like there is a 60 years of history behind this business and it works, and there are people making tons of millions, tons of dollars every month, and those people will then start realizing and understanding that philosophy. So when I trying to attract people into this business, I sell the philosophy on multi-level business. After we invited a person to the business, that person needs to go through our training system. So let's go step by step. First, we invited that person to the meeting. They agreed. At our first meeting, what do? We sell the second meeting. That's important. For example, if we have a proposal, we need to intrigue that person. We need to deliver that proposal in such a way that you leave the person sleepless for 3 days. And they will be thinking about that proposal all the time, and they will seek you out. And then you sell your sponsor. Because at the meeting where you present our business, it is very important that you come to that meeting with another person, a person who can help you out, a more experienced person, your sponsor, and you sell that person, and that person will offer the opportunities to your newcomer because he is or she is more experienced. So when I try to connect people to our business, I show them how that person can implement their dreams through our system of multi-level business. Then I invite that person to our training system, which is Marathon 260, Master Profit Training courses. They need to go through our training system in order for them to be able to grow in our company. And then we have our leader growth system. It's for people who already have accumulated certain experience in our company. They went through our training system. They are ready to become a leader. They are ready to become a mentor. That's how it works. When I started understanding how important it is to go through that system, just ask yourself a simple question. Why McDonald's, who makes a burger in 30 seconds, and they have a turnover of 20 billion per year, and then we have a burger at your corner which takes 5 minutes to make, and they earn only $10,000 per year. The reason is that McDonald's has a very clear-cut operational system. And I've just shown you a clear-cut system, a system that you can use in your business. The selection system, business connection system. It can be either through the history of multi-level business, or you can invite that person directly to your presentation. Then the MLCI education system, and where you can sell our education system, which is Marathon 260, or Master Profi, which is a higher level training, and then leader growth system, when a person is ready to become a leader, and we test that person for leadership. And we have like 8 qualities of a leader that you can test a person against in order to see whether they can be an organizer or a mentor in a given region. So if you introduce that system in your business, which is our duplication system, then you will see considerable growth. Because when you do it and then your student copies you, does as you do, then that's when your system will grow wider and wider. But again, I reiterate, it is very important that you serve as a role model and that you do it yourselves. When you're doing your building your first line, when you are raising leaders yourselves. So why my structure was growing like this, like in a cone shape? Because I was doing all the work and my leaders didn't grow. But then I told them, guys, let's do presentations together. Let's take care of this region together. And that's where my structure started growing, really growing on all the lines. And because the duplication system, because of it. So I guess for your homework, I would like you to read or to listen to an audiobook by Geja, How to Create a Money Machine in the Multi-Level Business. They have a very clear-cut duplication system. I like very much how the author delivered it. How to create a money machine in multi-level business. It's called Randy Gage. Well, many people might say things that he's saying are old-fashioned, etc., but I found it very useful as far as duplication is concerned, how to raise your own leaders. I guess you can find it on YouTube or in the audio format, but please read or listen to that book. So this is it from me as far as the duplication is concerned. Let's recap. So you first go through the business selection system or the attraction, then business connection system, then you sell your sponsor, you invite your sponsor, and the more experienced sponsor makes a presentation of our business. When you make presentations, that's how you connect people to business. And very important that you should sell the philosophy. That's what I'm doing. I'm selling the philosophy of multi-level business. If a person is a businessman, then I show them how they can scale up their business using our system. And then when the person went through those 2 first steps, they need to go through the education system in the multi-level crowd investing when they buy the ticket to the marathon or the Master Profi, attend our local trainings, and eventually they go through the leader growth system when they're ready to become a leader and are ready to take care of huge structures. So, dear friends, this is it from me. I wonder if Andrei Khavratov is with us. He might want to recap our week's worth of work. If not, then I'm sure he will join us in the evening. And guys, if you can attend our evening session, he's going to do the summary of this week. Well, this is it from me. Please read the book by Randy Gage and or listen to it. So your homework, invitation to a personal meeting, to meeting in person. The English slides haven't caught up yet, but they will. Here you go. okay, you need several factors. Factor one, if you will sell those factors, those three factors, dear friends, you will understand how big your structure is going to grow. First, what you need to sell is your sponsor. If your upline, your sponsor, or it might be the leader in the region and so on. Second is to sell the promotion. Every company has a promotion, and now our company is not an exception. And then you sell the company itself. When you introduce these three factors and attract people through those factors, for example, there are people who come here to earn money. There are people who would like here just to hang around with cool people, you know, and other people come here to develop as a personality. We have all of it. And we always have promotions. And if you sell promotions, your structure will grow. If you sell events, that's a place where leaders grow. But this is a fourth system, how to make your leaders grow in your particular region. So again, I reiterate, what you sell first is you sell your sponsor at your first meeting, and the sponsor will already be ecstatic after seeing that person, because what kind of an offer they're going to give me that is going to change my life, and all the words that sponsor is going to deliver will be taken very seriously. So you now have your groups and try to practice as if you came with your sponsor, and the second person, your pair, is a client. So you need three people. So you are one, then you have a sponsor, and then you have a person to whom you're going to sell your sponsor. Okay, so practice this, guys. So see you at the evenings session. I will be speaking from a different country by then. So thank you very much, and till we meet again.
Thank you so much, Petru. If you guys can hear me again, just for a confirmation, give me a 1. If not, give me a 2, and we'll check the mic. Awesome. So people can hear me, guys. Again, you don't need introduction of me. Now, I would like to reiterate what Petru has done with the homework. Now, there will be some regional events happening within your countries or your hometown. So it could be Russia, it could be Belarus, it could be Australia, it could be Perth, it could be Queensland, it could be somewhere in Italy, it could be India, it could be somewhere in Oman, or could be somewhere in UK. With that, from all the knowledge you already have, and with all the equipments which you already have, which is your mindset is now working towards a goal. You are now truly a working machine of what you can do with rendezvous. I'm sure as Loris's team is doing, and every single region in our world who's now working on how to do the perfect rendezvous and how to invite a person. Your homework now is to invite someone to a personal meeting. It could be even something which is happening in your house. Like you could invite someone in just to show them what you're doing. Or definitely invite them to an event which is happening near you, which is run by your leaders, or could be run by your your uplines, or even our corporate, which is running within the regions. So with that, for more information what's happening near you, I'm pretty sure it's been updated in our official website in our back office. So with that, guys, before I invite the next speaker to do summary, hopefully she's ready, I just want to remind you guys, I dare you to work on yourself for the next 8 months. I dare you to shut out the world, focus on your journey. I dare you to shut out all distractions. I dare you to give up that everything which is keeping you from your dream. If you have a dream, don't just sit there. Get your ass up and make something happen. Sometimes you just have to move. Do something. Make a phone call. Reach out to someone. Google something. Learn something new. Write down what you need to do in order to make a better life for yourself. And be brave enough to do those things. I dare you to take a stand today on the 7th of February 2020 to say no more. I will no longer accept this for my life. I dare you to take action today. I dare you to write your goals down, finish up your essay, finish up your dream collage, and get someone to hold you accountable. All right. We have dedicated leaders and curators who is not only here to change their lives, but they are ready to give you the guidance you need. I dare you to hold yourself accountable if you can. I dare you to give up everything that is keeping you from your dream, to say no to all the negative influences. I dare you to pick up a book instead of a drink. I dare you to work harder than you think you did yesterday. I dare you to prove them wrong. I dare you to prove yourself right. I dare you to stand up as a man or as a strong woman, as whoever you are, and declare that you are going to claim a bigger and better life for yourself. I dare you to make something happen this week. Time to take massive action this week. Drop everything you do and actually do something. I dare you to walk more than you talk. I dare you to do good for the sake of doing good. I dare you to tell no one about it, to be kind for no reason. I dare you to spend some time alone and finish up everything which you have done. I dare you to say no with pride, no to bad habits, no to negative people, to wrongdoings. I dare you to speak the truth. I dare you to dream bigger, bigger than they told you that was possible to your life. I dare you to walk your own path. Whatever it leads, whatever they say, I dare you to lock the wall out for a week and work on you. Put this weekend for yourself, guys. Finish up whatever you need to do. Work on you, work on your dreams. You are well and truly capable of living life at a higher level. If you do or you don't do that, if you've done enough for yourself, ask yourself, am I happy with this life exactly as it is right now? Am I happy staying where I am? You don't like the answer? Then get to work. Work on yourself. Work harder than you think you've already worked in the past. More discipline. Only you can set a higher standard for yourself. More self-respect, more boundaries. Let the bullshit out, guys. More moving forward, less backwards, and more positive, less negative. Only those who dare to go after their life, most don't have that guts to do that, or chance of living life that they will never have. Only those who dare to fight for a great life have a chance to live a great life. So what is going to take for you to change? What is going to take for you to realize your true potential? What is going to take yourself to be proud of yourself, proud of the person who you are, and proud of the efforts, proud of the person you've become? When you read that letter in 8 months, what's going to happen? Think about that. Put it in your mind. Picture that. What is going to take? With that, guys, it's an absolute pleasure of mine to invite this wonderful person who needs no introduction, an amazing lady, one of the chief of a successful tribe. I would like to invite Mila Sedjakova, if she's around, to do a summary on our week. Now, guys, to repeat, I'm actually there. I just dared you and I double dare you for whatever you need to do. So with that, Mila Sedjakova, I guess.
I see that the entire room started sending you words of thanks and gratitude and lots of energy, lots of pluses. Well, Harin, that was really a beautiful speech. So let's together thank Harin and put lots of pluses if you're ready to accept the challenge. And all those dares, really, it kind of pushes you forward. It kind of motivates you to start taking action. And yeah, put us a plus if you're ready to take Harin's challenge. Thank you, Harin. Thank you, Petru, for the information. Hopefully you found it useful. And now I'd like to take 5-10 minutes that we have left to sum up, to make a recap of our week. So let's turn on the next slide. So could you please give me 3 pluses if you enjoyed this week when you joined the marathon? 3 pluses I need from you. And now put a minus if it was kind of difficult for you, maybe too much homework, too many sessions, too intensive. Do you have people that feel that it's too intensive for you? Okay. There are some people. Okay, look guys. The first 2 weeks are going to be like this. They're going to be very intensive. We will work every day, 2 times a day, because I know some of you attend both sessions. Great job. And we did it for a reason. How habits are formed. Habits are formed when you do something every day. And that's what we want to do, to launch your internal process, your internal mechanisms, like physical leveling, drinking water, then greeting, gratitude, forgiveness. Then you receive information and put it into practice right away. We want this to become a habit for you. We want you to start your day in a productive way every day. That's why it's so intensive. But then when we start doing it less frequently, you will miss it. You will miss all this intensive work and you will look forward to the next session. Why it's the other day, not every day? That's why it's so intensive. And I would like to thank all of you who attend our sessions, who are doing their homework. And especially we're thankful to you people who share your impressions and realizations in your social media. I was so impressed with the with so many posts of people making their collages and you helping each other with your homework, like essays and your letters. And guys, my congratulations to you. We've done it. The first week is over. We met each other. We tried to understand each other. We tried to realize what this training is all about and how it was going to be conducted. So, guys, this week was very successful in all languages. My congratulations. We've covered lots of topics. We first talked about the basics of success. Then we talked about the basics of business. Then we discussed how to make your contact list, how to invite people. We talked about objection handling and duplication system. So some of you are writing that you cannot see my camera. You cannot see me. Moderators, please turn my camera on. Okay, I think we are. Now you can see me. Okay, now you can. Yeah, perfect. Great. Oh, you should have told me right away, guys, and I would ask the moderators to turn it on. Okay, once again, we've covered very important topics, and I'm going to repeat them and put them down because those topics, they are in a certain logical order. So when you work with your people, that's how you should cover. That's the sequence in which you should cover those topics. We started with the basics, fundamentals of success. Remember, we talked about the importance of making a collage, about the importance of dreaming. And the first topic was why. Why do we need it? Why do we do it? Then we talked about the fundamentals of business. What points of entry are there? Then we talked about making your contact list. Every business has its clients. If you are opening a coffee shop and if you don't have clients, you don't have buyers, you won't have a business. Similarly, here, every person we talk to is a potential client, or as they say, a prospect. So if you don't have contact lists, you don't have ideas, you don't have clients. So if you want all your dreams and goals that you set for yourself this year, you need to develop your contact list and work with that contact list. That's why it is one of our primary topics. This is the fundamentals of your business. Those are people you're going to build your business with. Then we talked about invitations. Remember, we practiced what invitations are, what kind of questions there are, like qualifying questions, reversed questions, how you should invite people to our business in a correct way. And you should practice them with your client list. Then we talked about handling objections, how we should handle objections correctly. And today we also recapped, made a summary of our duplication system. There are 4 systems, as Petru said, and those are the systems that we're going to duplicate, that we're going to make sure that they are copied. So give me some feedback if those topics are clear to you, those topics that we've covered this week. Of course, they require more time. That's why you will be given links to our recordings. You will have mentors to assist you. Of course, we're not expecting you to be the best of the best right away. It's important that you start doing it. The rest is just experience that takes time to accumulate. And you will see yourselves how presentations are getting better and better. Your presentations are getting better and better. And your meetings are becoming more and more productive. We've started, and that's what's important. Now, guys, could you please tell me what's going to happen tomorrow? Who knows? Put it in the chat. What we are going to have tomorrow. Tomorrow is a very important day. So if you know what it is, say it in the chat. Some of you saying tomorrow is Saturday. Of course, tomorrow is Saturday, but no, I'm not. That's what I meant. Tomorrow we are going to have, yes, Silvana, Andrei's webinar. So you have client lists and you know how to invite people into our business. You know what company it is. And the easiest and the most efficient point of entry is education. And tomorrow we are going to have Andrei's webinar in 5 languages. And people, when they attend such webinars, they get inspiration. They all become inspired and very eager to understand what a compound interest is, what capitalization is. So the training conducted by Andrei Havratov is invaluable. It is conducted in 5 languages. So you can promote those webinars to all people around the world. You can try out your qualifying questions with them and invite them to our webinar tomorrow. I will repeatedly post the link, and you will have the link to that webinar in your respective groups as well. So tomorrow we're not going to have a marathon session. Our marathon starts now on Monday. Now, what you need to do today is to have lots of newcomers with you at our tomorrow's webinar. Our partners in India, they invite their friends, their acquaintances to their homes. They make some tea, they take some biscuits, and they watch the webinar together. And then they talked after the webinar, like we do in our marathon. What are your realizations? What feelings do you have? What are your impressions? Do you want to participate in this company? Let's sign up together. Let me send you the information about company. That's what they say. That's what they do. That's how conversion occurs. And that's how you can see results very quickly. So guys, your homework for today, and that you need to do today, is to invite as many people as possible to tomorrow's webinar about investment literacy. Put a plus in the chat if it's clear to you, and if you're ready to do it. Say, I'm ready, if you're ready to do it, but only if you're ready to do it. You can say, I'm ready, or simply ready. I'm Teddy. Yes, friends, I'm Teddy too. Okay, I know it's a typo. Don't mind me. So I would like to congratulate you on the first week of the marathon. I would like to congratulate you that you are now have your working groups, and I'm glad that you also permeate this positive energy. You also serve as a source of energy. And I would like also to thank our speakers who help us out with this marathon. And together we will make this marathon the most global and prominent movement ever. And then we will see each other offline together at our event in October in Moscow. Guys, have a nice weekend. Put into practice all the knowledge that you received, and see you next Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.